podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Sky's the limit, baby.
BoxingVoice.com.
We don't fight for rings and stuff like that. I don't fear anyone.
En este deporte no se viene a jugar y no le tengo miedo a nadie.
We don't come to play in this sport. I fear no one in this sport.
Does that mean that you will fight Triple G later this year?
Como lo dije en la pelea pasada, ahorita mismo me vuelvo a poner los guantes.
As I said in the last fight, right now I'll put on the gloves again.
¡Viva México!
Canelo wants to unify all the titles.
When did you realize, Andy, that you could take his power?
Because of the Mexican warrior that I am, I got that Mexican blood in me. So, talking about the Mexican style, I just proved it.
BoxingVoice.com.
Ain't no other sight in the game can see the Boxing Voice.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another spontaneous edition of the Boxing Voice. I am your host, Nestor Gibbs, joined alongside Michael Gross, the boss. So we're here to discuss a breaking news report: Spence-Porter to earn $2 million each. David Benavidez and Anthony Durrell to make $1 million. So Errol Spence Jr. and Shawn Porter will each earn $2 million for their fight Saturday night at Staples Center. A California State Athletic Commission official who received the contracts of each fighter signed told Boxing Scene this information. But my question is, if this is true, are Spence and Porter ducking Earl? $2 million? I mean, didn't Top Rank send $4 million for Danny Garcia? I mean, if this is really their purse, they're either ducking him or freezing him out. I don't know. This is what we got to discuss. Let me get to my co-host and get this thing started.
Debunking Production.
I speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it.
BoxingVoice.com.
So when I stop him, y'all gonna say he was too weak. On my mic. He stayed out my mic.
A man stand up for what he believe in, and when you stand up for what you believe in, you accept whatever consequences come behind it.
BoxingVoice.com.
Yo. What up to everybody out there in the TBV universe? Back with another one. And yeah, man, the weigh-in is over. The fight is almost there, but we got these purses that just came out. $2 million each. $2 million each, which is not a bad number for a fighter, but you know, we'll break it down and we'll talk about it. What's going on, this?
I mean, I want your opinion because, I mean, you got to be feeling like they ducking you, man. If they fighting for $2 million, especially Porter. Check out Porter, right? Because was it Danny or was it Porter that got $2 million to fight Thurman? So it's like, damn, you on pay-per-view still getting $2 million?
I thought one of them dudes got 3 to fight Thurman.
I don't know, man. We're going to have to do a little Google, but
yeah.
This sound low, man. They was offering $4 million. I mean, Top Rank sent Danny Garcia no belt, $4 million. You talking about Shawn Porter got a belt getting $2 million to fight the Boogeyman, dog. Something smells fishy.
Well, first things first, I want to apologize to everybody. Sorry for missing the show this morning. I had some technical difficulties. I got a couple messages from my guy, Leo. Hey, Mike, where you at? They killing Crawford. I'm like, hey, man, I can't do shit about it. But on to this, man. Look now, we know we had Keith Idec on, and he pretty good with the inside. You know what I'm saying? Got the inside scoop. He said that the purses that they are giving to the commission and to the commission, they are not the real purses that these fighters are getting. The reason why they do that is so that the sanctioning bodies don't take a big cut of these guys' purses. So if they got $2 million, just say $2 million. Now, if you're getting the back end pay-per-view, we all know that could possibly go up, possibly add another $5-6 million, maybe even get the total to about $10 million. But at the end of the day, we all know these purses from the PBC side is not the actual purse that they get when they signed the contract. And as far as Duncan Crawford, I mean, it's like we all want to see the fight. I've been seeing like different interviews from like Derek James saying that Crawford's not a pay-per-view fighter. He's unknown. Nobody knows him. All right, Derek, you know what I'm saying? I see what route you're taking now, you know what I'm saying? Instead of making the best fight, you want to make the biggest money fight for your fighter. And, hey, I don't have a problem with that, but just let that be known. Don't try to hide behind the fact that you feel like Crawford is not a legitimate star or a big enough
But Mike,
commodity.
Why do Crawford need to be a big star if they only paying niggas $2 million? Why you need to sell a lot of pay-per-views to make? Okay, so Mike, I ain't go to school. You do the math. How many pay-per-views at $79 do we got to make $4 million?
Oh fuck, $79. So 80. If you do pay-per-views. 100,000, 80, that's 800,000.
It was rhetorical. We don't need an actual number.
Yeah.
The point is
about 500,000-600,000.
What? No way. That math got to be wrong.
400,000 to make the 4 million.
I'm gonna have to do this shit. What the hell? I'm gonna get this trusty calculator out.
Look at it, 80 times
80 times. You said 400,000.
Yep. I think I was right the first time.
That's 32 million, champ. You wildin'. We only need to make. That's what I'm saying. We only need to make 4 million. So look, I'm gonna just do it backwards. I'm gonna do 4 million
divided by
80. 50,000 pay-per-views. Crawford does that all day. What is he talking about? What is he talking about? Crawford ain't no star. You giving Porter 2 million and Earl getting 2 million. All right. I helped y'all Crawford fans enough. Okay, that's it. That's my little version of I'm Team Crawford.
Exactly.
Fuck out of here. You came here for the truth. This fake news. Everybody know this a pay-per-view. This is a super duper back end check, depending on how many pay-per-views these dudes could sell. But I titled the show like this purposely, because I knew niggas like Brandon Maurice was gonna hit me up on the motherfucking community page like, yo, why they ducking Crawford? They only making $2 million. These back end checks gotta be big as hell. They mythical back end checks. We ain't gotta talk about mythical back end checks, because we know pay-per-view fighters get back end checks for the pay-per-views they sell. So sit back and let them sell their pay-per-views. Get that $1, $2, $3, $4, $5 off whatever pay-per-view they sell, and then multiply that and add that to the $2 million. The $2 million is a guarantee. And outside of it being a $2 million guarantee, we all know what Mike said is right. But dudes like Brandon want to post on the community page, and his title was, I want to see one of these mythical PBC back-end checks with the emoji like this. He got the emoji, Mike, with the thinking face, like, yo, what's going on with these checks? Then he goes, according to the article from Boxing Scene, both Earl and Shawn are set to make $2 million in their unification match. If that's true, it's a lot less than the tens and the 20 millions of dollars our brother Ness claims Earl and other PBC fighter make. Shaking my head. I know they get back end money, but not no goddamn 15 million on the back end. First of all, who said anything about that? Secondly, all you got to do is Google Earl purse for Mikey, and you going to see is the first article going to come up. It's going to be Forbes. You know, they got their guarantee, and then they made their back end check. So you could be mad all you want. Now, on our community page, Carlito from the UK says, what's reported to the commission, etc., is not what they really earn. But I agree, their purses can be no more than 5-6 million, and the rest they're gonna make off pay-per-view sales. All right, so now if we're gonna say they only reported 2 million to the commission and they really getting 5-6 million guaranteed plus pay-per-view back end, well then that $4 million offer for Danny with no belt is low. And that's just my point. You know, I wanted to play, sing, and dance with y'all just for a little bit. I wanted to make it seem just for like one bit that this is some sign of Earl or Porter or any PBC fighter ducking. But we know that's clearly not the truth. You know, if this were correct, if this were true, it would be different. You know, if it was true that these men are only making $2 million, no back end money, no pay-per-view back end money, no other check that the commission doesn't know about, nah. Then it would be a bad thing. But we all know that's not true. We don't need to speak of mythical checks because this is a pay-per-view fight. This is a pay-per-view fight. So in any scenario, in any other scenario, it would matter. But in this scenario, being as though it's a pay-per-view, oh no, it doesn't matter. We all know pay-per-view gets a back-end check. So we don't need to worry about Brandon and his mythical back-end check words because this is not a regular fight. But Mike, man, I'm sorry. I don't know what's up. Skype is this. I don't know. Maybe I have to swap out that computer. I don't know. But yeah, man. I just wanted to sing and dance a little bit and make it seem like they could be ducking, but it's impossible. We all know this is a pay-per-view fight. Pay-per-view fights come with 2 checks, man.
Yep. And we all know that they are doing the AMC movie theater, so that's another stream of revenue. Also, the international TV rights, so another stream of revenue. Now, the $2 million part, you know what I'm saying? I ain't give that much credence. Now, are they ducking Crawford? I mean,
Well, I meant that in context with the purse, like meaning like, damn, they offered you $4 million and you ain't take it. You getting paid $2 million.
I'm just going off what I received it as. Are they ducking Crawford? Short answer, yes, but not in the way you think. They're not ducking Crawford because they don't want to fight him or they don't think that he's a credible opponent. They're ducking Crawford because that is what their side of the street is doing at this point in time. They're making all the big fights with their welterweights, which is Keith, Pacquiao, Danny, Mikey, Earl, Shawn, Ugas even. You know what I'm saying? So all those fighters are going to end up fighting each other, I believe. And when it's all said and done, hopefully they get the Manny Pacquiao and Errol Spence fight. I think that's the fight that they want to set up. But I don't know if Manny Pacquiao is actually going to take that fight. He was over in Dubai and he said something about possibly fighting Amir Khan down the road. So who knows? But yes, they are ducking Crawford, but not in the way you think.
Hey, Mike. Damn, I felt the pause. My bad, Chad.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, for more cult following minds like Maurice, because he's going to say something, people going to believe that or follow it, right? So, the fact that on this particular step and repeat that says World Championship Unification, Errol Spence, Shawn Porter, down there, it says Man Down Promotions. You seen that, right? Okay. You also seen that big SP, not for Southpaw, for Shawn Porter promotion. You seen that, right?
Yes, sir.
So why ain't boxing scene reporting them checks that them promoters is getting? Oh, because they reporting the fighter purse, not the promoter purse.
No.
Oh, okay. What's wrong with Brandon? He don't know about that? He don't know these men promoters too? He don't know that's a separate check?
And I think that's the check that they be getting on the back end. You know what I'm saying? Most of these fighters do have their own promotion.
Of course, Mike. I'm going to tell you why as a business owner. Because you can write more things off as a business owner. Yeah, exactly. You can't write off shit as a fucking fighter.
And you can build up business credit by doing that. You know what I'm saying? So, absolutely.
Don't get me wrong. You could write camp expenses and shit like that off as a fighter. But, like, you can't write off as much shit as you could write off as a fucking promoter.
Nigga, you can write off your motherfucking fighters' raps as
I do these shows, because he's a Patreon. So it's like, yo, he posted on Patreon, here I come, Brandon. Don't you worry. I'll kick your ass any time of day, man. It's easy to make you look bad out here trying to say these boys ducking because they get baggy bag.
No. Brandon wasn't wrong now. He wasn't wrong, but I think he was misguided.
Let me read it because I think the computer disconnected when I was reading. He says his title is I want to see one of these mythical PBC back-end checks. Emoji with the thinking, like, he's got his hand on his chin. He's thinking hard. Where these checks at? Then he says,
you never want to see that.
Huh? You ain't never going to see that. Of course not.
You'll never see that.
Never. I mean, don't get me wrong. A reporter could see it. A guy like Thurman could show me a check.
Somebody at the bank could see some shit. You know what I'm saying?
No. I mean, a guy like Thurman could show me and you the check while we're in camp and be like, yo, look, but don't say nothing. And now we got to go to bed with that secret. But, I can see that happening. But Brandon goes on.
Wait till you retire, nigga. Wait till you retire.
Brandon goes on to say, according to a article from Boxing Scene, both Earl and Shawn are set to make $2 million for their unification match. ... I see you, big Supermax. Give me 1 minute. He says, if true, it's a lot less than the tens and 20s of $1 million our brother. I like how he put that. Our brother Ness claims Earl and other PBC fighters make. Shaking my head. I know they get back end money, but god damn, 15 plus million on the back end? I don't know. So
only thing you got to look at is
how do you have it right though? You said no. He kind of had it right. Where he got it right at?
I thought some of what he said was in the title. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know he said all that shit. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
I do think like $15 million on the back end is a lot in this day and age. If you look at Keith Thurman, I believe his guaranteed take home against Manny Pacquiao was like $3 million, and he ended up getting like $10 million. So you got to look at maybe another $10 million.
Brandon is getting caught up on the rumor. We all know we heard the $20 million rumor, but we also know we can't find any article that says that. But if you do Errol Spence purse, you'll see. Let me see, purse for.
Well, he just bought a piece that cost $500,000.
Well, remember, Andy Ruiz told me clearly that that could be sponsored because he ain't paid for his. So if you Google Errol Spence purse, Boxing News 24, which I don't like to fuck with. They got. All right, so I'm gonna go to Forbes, right?
Yeah, I'll fuck with Forbes, man. I even do. What's that one card that we be reporting on sometimes?
Which one?
I think it's Deadspin. Yeah,
so according to Forbes, it says in his article, according to reports, both fighters are set to be paid $8 million apiece for the pay-per-view event. The major topic of discussion around the fight is the size disparity. Now, obviously, the 8 is the guarantee. But let me go ahead and bring in Supermax and get him started on this.
Do we really need some more Crawford haters?
Say again?
Do we really need some more Crawford haters?
Oh.
BoxingWiz.com.
Poloki, you are next, my friend. Por eso lo vuelvo a repetir. La era del Canelo es la mejor porque peleó con los mejores. La suerte es para los mediocres, my friend.
BoxingWiz.com.
What up? What's happening? Yo, Mike, it's good to see you on the show now. I was really hoping you'd have been on this morning, man. I knew that would have been a good one, but
my nigga, I'm listening to it, nigga. That shit burning me up inside. I'm like, Ness over here going on his motherfucking soapbox and just preaching garbage.
Yo, the truth is,
Mike, I tend to believe you broke your computer on purpose.
I'm over here holding the charger sideways, trying to get this motherfucker to charge. You feel me? Putting tape on this bitch and everything.
But Mike, I mean, the more we do these shows, the worse your man look, bruh.
Not in the ring though. You guys bringing up shit outside the ring that don't really.
But Mike,
I know it holds credence when it comes to the negotiations and shit. But in that ring, I'm firm and confident in my dude. I don't know about y'all.
Nah, you know what? And I can agree. In the ring, he looked good, but so does Danny versus Brandon Rios and Adrian Granados, champ. That's what you don't want to understand. When it ain't the same level, niggas looking like Michael Jordan on the court.
Sources say that Mike broke his charger on purpose.
What'd you say, Joseph?
I said I got inside sources that say Mike broke his charger on purpose.
Oh. Yeah, it was a lot of smoke early this morning. But look, we ain't going to stick around for much unless y'all got something. I just wanted to report on, I'm not going to call this fake news. I'm going to just call this misleading. Spence-Porter to earn $2 million. There's a lot more to that. We talking back-end pay-per-views. We talking promoter checks. Who knows if Earl took a page out of Mayweather's book and he's getting concession checks. We talking sponsorships. We talking, like Mike said, international viewership. Like, come on, man. Let's stop trying to shortchange these guys, man.
Yeah, because
doing their
Like
thing.
I just ordered my pay per view for tomorrow night, and I paid $75. So at $75, let's say we do some Crawford numbers. Let's say we do 100,000, something
Nah.
low like
Crawford did
that.
150. Chill, champ. Don't do him like that.
But let's say like I'm expecting this fight to do honestly 250 to 350 on pay per view.
I'm
That's
expecting 450 to 5.
Yo, but you get $75 for HD or you went standard?
No, that was for HD.
Yeah, they don't even do standard no more, do they?
I don't know, but I
I
always
didn't
felt like mine was 79.95 and shit. Like,
I didn't see the option for
Well, you
standard
probably got the
this time around.
motherfucking the Texas discount. You know what I'm saying? Earl from Texas.
Shit, I wish. But it's all right. We charging $5 a head at the door at the fight party tomorrow. So
yo, look, Stephen Mag said, "Why the fuck can I see you guys anymore? Every time I watch a show, I'm looking at a fucking poster." Hey man, I want y'all to see us too, but right now, it's not working to connect the guys, man. So then you just see my face, and it's like, nah, I ain't gonna be there
Yeah, shout
long.
out to Next though, man. He was trying early. Like it ain't like he ain't been trying to get this shit back. Like
Yeah, man. Yo, shout out to the owner, man. That dude, like, he literally was the owner. I watch that dude on YouTube all the time. He literally, instead of having someone else help me, he was like helping me. So we'll get to the bottom of it, man. But yeah, like I said, man, I don't really have any more to add. I just want, I don't want any Crawford fans to take this and run with it. I needed to put the truth out there. Like, there's back end checks, there's pay per view checks, and there's promoter checks. There's
yeah,
checks,
because
checks.
I'm sure Errol's the lead promoter. I would think, or one of
TGB.
them.
They're all in association. It's TGB, Man Down, and Shawn Porter Promotions.
Yeah, so they are breaking off something.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Mike. Go ahead, Mike.
Last thing that I wanted to say, I didn't get to say last night or this morning. Hope both fighters go in the ring and leave out the same way they went in. Hope they put on a good show tomorrow for the fans. I hope the pay-per-view is very, very successful. And I hope the guys get paid well, because they are putting their life on the line every time they get in those ropes. And lastly, but not leastly, man, go ahead and smash that thumbs up button, man. Got almost 300 people watching, so I need almost 300 thumbs up. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah, man, and I'll just say this: look, people always want to get caught up, and what you got to understand about this boxing thing, it's a business. So the PBC side, they're gonna try to make the most money possible. They don't make the most money on a joint pay per view venture. At the end of the day, it's easy for us to say we want to see these big fights, but as fans, but we're part of the reason that things are like this now because people got so captivated on the O that when you risk that O, the risk has got to be worth that reward. So as fans, instead of complaining and saying we want these big fights, let's take all that initiative off of that
Yo,
O.
betting line open. I was right. Josecito's the favorite. Everybody to pick Josecito with me, we was right.
Yes, sir. And shout
All
out
right.
to Errol Spence though, man. Like, I know people like put Earl on this pedestal and crown him already, but when you look at it, like, he ain't really had the level of experience. I know he fought Kell Brook over in England, which was big for him, but Shawn Porter done been in the ring with Paulie, Keith Thurman, Danny Garcia, your Dennis Ugas, fucking Adrian Granado. Say what you want about him. We all know Adrian is fucking tough.
Mike,
and he
but
gives
you being a
tough fight.
Bro, you
hypocrite
leaving-
right now because you just say when you talk about Crawford, you say it's about in the ring. It ain't about who you fight. So what do it matter who Porter fought?
The experience that he had, I'm not talking about how he looked in those fights. I'm talking about the experience that he has on the top level going against top level competition. He has more of that than Errol Spence. That he
Yeah,
can
but that's what
rely
I'm
on.
saying.
Maybe.
But Mike, that's what I'm saying. When Crawford's turn to fight one of those guys, he's gonna have less elite level experience. But according to you, that don't matter. He's just
And
better.
with that being said, I still picked Errol Spence last night. But I was saying, shout out to Errol Spence for taking on this challenge. Even though that I'm one of the people that think he is going to be Shawn Porter and is very skillful and very powerful, and I like his body work, and he's just relentless. I do think he's going to be Shawn Porter, but it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be a knockout like some people think. If it is, I'll be shocked.
All right. Any final thoughts, Joseph?
No, man, that's it. I'm just ready to see this out. Like I said, man, take the emphasis off that. Oh, we got a class of welterweights right now that can make these, that can mix and match, and some of them have already done so. So as fans, instead of complaining about the way the business is, we have to take the emphasis off of being undefeated, get away from that, and these fight once they feel like the reward is more worth the risk. If we take so much risk off losing that, I promise you these fights won't be that hard to make. So until then, we have to take it upon ourselves to change that, man. But it's gonna be a great fight tomorrow night.
Yes, sir. Let's go out to these sponsors. We got a couple of callers here. We going definitely on drive-by.
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
We got Boomerang status in Seattle.
Mr. PBC, baby.
BoxingWords.com.
I'm the flyest. Canelo talking about he believe he can win. Go to my kitchen. Get the sharpest knife. Cut the bullshit up. I don't care what you do good. I do every fucking thing great.
Mr. PBC, baby.
Damn, that intro's fire.
Yo, it was good. Mike, you should have been here this morning, man. They were grilling your boy. But I watched the final press conference. It was real good. The weigh-in and the face-off all the way through. It looks like Errol Spence is real confident, and that's what I like to see. Shawn Porter, I think it's going to be a jab and hold fight. It's the only way to beat him. Unless you want to get nicked from his braids or some shit. He can't take any shots to the body.
Cut it. Donald, Richmond, California.
Hold on, let me get my speakerphone. God damn, y'all called me out of bad time. What I was gonna say, I was gonna get on the purses. You know that PBC, you know the purses ain't right, but you know what I think, man. You know what? Too many people know that those purses ain't right. So somewhere down the line, somebody gonna get in trouble for that shit because it's just too publicly known that these fighters are getting back in checks. You know.
Can't get in trouble for
they
it
need
when
to
you
fix that. Huh?
You can't get in trouble for it when you're the promoter.
I don't know. That's gotta fall in some type of category on taxes or something like that. You know, I mean, it's just kind of like when you file your taxes. If you put that you're making less.
Cut it. Orlando, talk to me.
What's going on, guys? I didn't call in yesterday. I couldn't make my pick. I'm going Spence unanimous decision. Also, I just quick thoughts. A lot of people in the chat saying this does like 250 to 300K. I feel like if this does anything under 450, that's a disappointment. That's my call.
Wow, 450. I hear you.
I was going for 500.
Phil in Louisiana.
Yo, what's going on with it, man?
What up?
2 things. Cooling, man. 2 things real quick, man. Nobody Dazn Crawford. Nobody told him to re-sign with Top Rank, man. That's all him. So you can't get mad. Nobody want to fight him because they don't want to do business with Bob Arrow. And I got Spence stopping Porter between 8 and 10.
All right, Phil. Well, thanks for calling in. We got Dominic on the Boomerang. Talk to me.
What up, Dom?
Yeah, I just gotta say one thing, man. PBC is doing a hell of a good job. Way better than what I've been seeing on the zone on YouTube. PBC all day and TVV all day, and I can't wait for the fight, man. It's gonna be like a holiday. I'm gonna be drinking and smoking and fucking bad bitches. That's my call.
Champ status. We're going out to Texas.
There's a lot of things I like to move, so just try to get on my game. I don't know why they gonna call me for I'm a 54 pounder, but I have a brother that's at 160.
Yo, I'm predicting 225 pay-per-view buys and Spence and Porter should see about 7 mil from this fight when it's all said and done. That's all I got, man.
All right, we're going out to Caesar in Vegas. Talk to me.
Have a good weekend, Tommy.
Caesar. What up?
What's good, my bros? Put me down for Errol Spence in a tough 12-round decision. It's gonna be a war. Nah, I'm fucking excited, man. But motherfucker, and Benavidez too. Put me down for Benavidez by knockout. And y'all have a great day, my brothers.
All right, big guy.
All right, champ. Well, there you have it. NestGTO, Instagram, and Twitter. Once again, just making sure you understand both these men are promoting this fight. They will receive a promoter's check. And as far as taxes, being a promoter is a business. Plenty of expenses with business. You know, all those flights that people take from LA to New York to do press conferences, that's on the business, man. It's a business expense. So all get written off. So don't you worry about taxes, man. That's the beauty of Al Heyman. He ain't just paying dudes $3.5 million guarantee and having the government take straight 40% right out that 3.5, then letting his manager take another 10%, then whoever his other co-promoter is, I ain't remember, that Crawford still got to pay another 10%. Nah, man, Al setting these boys up. Do your research. They all got real estate, too. That being said, final thought was my final thought. I'm out.
I have two final thoughts. Follow me on IG at Gross1911 and on Twitter at Gross2312. And yeah, man, I hope they have a big success this weekend. Looking forward to the fight.
You can follow me at big_Supermax56. And remember, it's man down. And for all you Crawford fans and Spence haters, get you a nice 12-pack of Bud Light. Sit down and watch the welterweight king pick up another strap tomorrow night, baby. That's it.
Yeah, we might be back. We're definitely going to do our betting show. So if you want to try and make some money on this weekend, join us on patreon.com/The Boxing Voice for another episode of Beating the Odds with TBV. But it sounds like you guys want to make pay-per-view predictions. So we might be back with another pay-per-view prediction show on Spence-Porter. Just getting, I guess, everyone's pay-per-view buy rate prediction, possibly. Yeah, peace.
Do say.